All right. Well, my name is Charnell Sutton, and I have here with me Olympian Curtis Johnson, have Mr. Chima Burey. Welcome, guys. How's everyone doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing very good.
Good. So Chima Burey, we'll start with you. The new Wealth Generators Forex Program Coordinator.
Yes.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So tell us, it's an amazing title, but it has a lot behind it. Tell us about that.
Well, the title, and this is the position, it really encompasses everything Forex with Wealth Generators. I'm essentially in charge of all the traders that issue the alerts. I'm in charge of our PIP rooms and all the educational aspects of what we're offering to our members. So ideally, it's about creating value for our clients or our members so they can in turn not only use it, but obviously showcase that as they're building their own business. Realizing that internally as a Forex group or team, we're essentially working for our members, right? And so trying to give them the best product and overall program available, not only for their own personal benefit, but for them to actually package and be able to showcase that and articulate that to their prospects as they're growing.
Okay, so I know people may kind of know your general bio and a little bit about you, but what are some key things that make you the best person for this position?
Well, humbly, I think I'm very qualified for the position, but I have a true passion for Forex trading and also for helping individuals who have always had a dream of knowing how the stock market or the trading world works. I've been trading for more than 15 years. I've been teaching actually for a little over 9. And every day I meet people or I meet aspiring students or people who have always dreamt of either working on Wall Street or being able to manage their own retirement accounts or even just a basic understanding of what it means to say that the Dow Jones is up today or the S&P is down today, or the crazy idea that they actually want to understand what their 401k statement says. So it's a range of people being just inquisitive as to how do I find increase in an investment, just some of those basic elements. And so the range is vast from people who just want to know how money works all the way up to people who have always wanted to trade, and then excited about placing their first trade. And it's very rewarding for me, and I've been fortunate to work in various arenas, whether it be with hedge funds or private offices, and being able to bring that wealth of knowledge to WG and actually creating this base and this foundation for our Forex group to where we can build on that, and obviously as a result of what we're able to do, give the best product that we can possibly give our members.
That's awesome. Okay, so you've done all that. You've traded for all these years. You've managed millions and probably billions of dollars. So how did you get here to Wealth Generators?
That's an interesting story. A close friend of mine by the name of Jason Thomas introduced me to Curtis, and we had a phone conversation, and Curtis was extremely excited, and he was like, Chima, it's great to talk to you. I've been on your website, I've seen your videos, and he was so informed about me already, and I was like, wow, he's a serious guy, and I love meeting people like that because I take my craft very seriously. So immediately when we got on the phone, I knew that whatever it was, he was serious about it because he did his homework, and I'm like that too. So if I'm going to speak with anybody, if I'm going to meet with a client, I'm going to research them, I'm going to understand what it is that they do. So at least the impression that's made on the call is that I'm a serious person, or at least let's have this conversation. So off the bat, I knew that the level of the inquiry was on that level. So him being his team leader, obviously he had a vision for what he wanted his group to look like. Not only from a sales standpoint, but understanding that Wealth Generators being a game changer that it is, he needed his team to be informed about financial markets. He wanted them to be able to confidently recruit or build their own businesses but speak from a position of power to where they understand what the financial market looks like. They may not be an expert trader, but at least they can have a conversation. At least they can confidently enter into a room, discuss the financial markets, and not be embarrassed. So if anyone who started a business before or is an entrepreneur, they know that in order to be a great business person, that you have to know what you're doing, right? If you're a baker, then chances are you probably have more success opening up a bakery than you would a car dealership, for example. So in that light, Curtis wanted to take my educational system, or bring me in to where he could offer his group both education for what I had offered and some ongoing or continuing education, so they can build up their knowledge base on trading, the markets overall, and how they can just grow individually. And by individual growth, just organically, you can impact other people, and as an end result, build your business.
Awesome. So, all right, so the phone call happened, and Chima just shared your vision. What are some things that you were thinking, though? You were setting up the team, and you didn't know a whole lot about trading. I know you're like an expert now, but what were your thoughts?
Well, initially, when I talked with Mr. Burey, like he said, I did my research, and so I knew in order to take the team to another level, the education was going to be a component. I brought the networking side of this whole thing, but if you're going to get into a financial arena like this, in the currency in particular, you want to be connected with other elite individuals. And so the partnership that me and Chima formed, and some of the other leaders that we have now, Mr. Phillips, it's a three-headed monster. We have the signal side, we got the education, we got the networking, and so as all of the combination of that, we now have our first team elite retreat here in San Antonio, Texas. So,
all right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the original vision, some things are starting to fall in place and come together. Tell us, what do you see with wealth generators? Where do you see the team going from here?
Well, really, my goals really is to have 100 people on our team that will making a six-figure income over the next 12 months. And obviously, the market brings that type of capability without even selling or recruiting. That's what really attracted me to wealth generators. And so when I seen that, I was like, I can grow my money without having to talk to people, which I want to do, to share this information. However, it just puts me in a situation where I can just focus on what I'm doing and learning while I'm earning. So 100 people is a very aggressive goal, but I think we can do it with the help of Mr. Burey and Mr. Phillips, and yourself as well. I just thank you for allowing me to be able to mentor in my capacity and being coachable and teachable. So that's the key, being coachable and teachable.
That's awesome. So any final comments on wealth generators, Team Elite Network, the future?
Well, we from a corporate standpoint, we're always looking to grow and get better. And I am very diligent in that regard. So day in and day out, we wake up and we think of how can we make it better. Complacency is not an option for us. Trying to get the best possible program in your hands for you to build a solid business is our goal, and we recognize that responsibility and take that on. So coming down the pipeline, of course, continued education, growing as far as our experts. Our PIP rooms are dynamic. It's really important for everyone to get plugged in and get engaged. A lot of it is not only trading and making money as you watch the PIP rooms, but just the dialogue, having the ability to talk with a trader and chat with a trader, have your questions answered, analyze and see how that trader looks at the market, and just being a part of the conversation. It's amazing how much you pick up just by listening or just by being a fly on the wall. That cliche, if I could only be a fly on the wall. Well, this really gives you an opportunity to come into a trading environment where a lot of us have never had an opportunity to do so. So we have 2 English speaking rooms, one during the London session, one during the New York session, and we've just launched our PIP Room Latino, which is also during the New York session for our Spanish speaking members, and that room is doing incredibly well. So coming down the pipeline, we definitely, anything that is going to bring additional value to where we can give personal growth to our members, which will obviously give them the confidence to go out and speak about their financial well-being in order to uplift and recruit other people who have the same like mind of wanting to improve their financial status as well. So this is our goal from corporate, and however we can support all of our groups. Of course, me coming from Team Elite and running that beta test with Curtis and with Mr. Phillips, we're really proud that that idea is now or has spread to corporate. Very happy about that, and we want to take that and continue to grow it company-wide. So as a firm, we stand head and shoulders above everyone else.
Awesome.
Good stuff. And from my standpoint, documentation beats conversation all day long. So if we produce people that are actually earning, that will attract the masses. And so my job is really easy, just to go out and create as many people that's going to be financially independent as possible.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Chima Burey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Curtis Johnson.
Awesome.
And thank you, guys.